Hi guys, I'm Noelle. This reading is for Scorpio for the collective of August 2021. But again, this reading is timeless and it's not going to resonate for everybody. Take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. And again, for a better picture, listen to your sun, moon, and rising sign. So I've already pre-shuffled and meditated on your energy. And let's see what we got for you this month, Scorpio. Scorpio. Okay. I'm going to use my King Solomon deck for your signifiers. These cards are amazing. I use signifiers for court cards, in case you guys would have wondering. To clarify, to make, ooh, I love when that happens. Oh my god, and it happened at 1:11 on the timestamp. I'm telling you, that card is significant. Oh, wow, that's freaking crazy. I love it when cards do that. It makes me happy. Okay, this is... Okay. So, your energy right now, Scorpio, is the Two of Pentacles. So, you are juggling a decision. And usually because it's Pentacles, it means something tangible, something of the earth, something material. So, you're making a decision maybe on a home, like whether to move, whether to change careers, to actually change locations, maybe a relationship, to stay in a relationship or leave a relationship or to start one or to not start one. But it looks like you're struggling with a decision, and it's not one of those decisions that if you procrastinate, someone might just take care of it for you and it's like, yay. It's one of those that you're going to have to make, because the longer you go without making it, the harder it's going to be and the more havoc it's going to wreak on your life. So, okay, and this is really interesting. So from your past, in your past position, you got the Tower reversed. So, I mean, of course, people consider this like one of the most negative cards in the deck, but it's really not. I mean, it's a sudden jarring change, so it's upheaval, but that could be for good. And, well, if you consider it negative, being in your past position is where you're going to want it, and that's where it ended up. But is reversed. I don't always read reversals. I usually try to set my cards right side up. So if something comes out reversed, I tend to read it reversed. So this is in your past energy, and you have the Tower reversed, which to me, it's like you averted something. You averted a big life change. But I don't feel like you missed it. I feel like you are putting off making a decision that is going to change your life. And that's where the energy you sit in right now. It's like, so I feel like it's time for you guys to do it. Okay, so your challenge is the Five of Pentacles, of course, which again, you're going to get this card, you want it in your challenge position. Definitely don't want it like your outcome. Well, and again, there's cycles. It's not good or bad. I shouldn't have said that. But Five of Pentacles usually indicates like financial loss. Or, you know what, sometimes in a love reading, I actually think it's a good card. It means like you're going to stay with somebody through thick and thin. But it comes in your challenge card, so it really doesn't matter. I mean, it matters. But your challenge card is, I feel like you're putting off making a decision due to finances. So it might be staying in a relationship that you're comfortable and financially dependent, or it would just be like a really huge change in lifestyle for you to leave a relationship. And this society, especially in the West, is very, very controlled by money. So, I mean, it makes sense. I'm not giving anybody any shit. Like, I understand how it is. Especially when you've lived a certain lifestyle for a long time, you know, sometimes it's hard. It's not just like, okay, I want to leave this person. It's like, but I'm going to give up all this stuff. And it's not just stuff. I mean, it's a lifestyle. Maybe you have a lake house. Maybe, you know, you live in a nice place in a safe neighborhood where you feel safe and your kids go to good schools. So, I mean, I get it. It makes sense. And it's hard. And those are always choices that we're making, you know. When you stay in a relationship that you're unhappy with, it's okay. But you are making a compromise. You know, you're giving up like some happiness for comfort, and that's fine, but you just have to make sure that you know this. Because what I have that's mirroring you guys is, again, the Ace of Wands, and this is new beginnings, new creative projects, new ventures. But again, it's reversed. So I feel like you're putting off starting something new. Because you're still making a decision about, should I leave this person? Should I leave this career? That's really what I'm getting. Because underneath your unconscious, it's like what's mirroring you, like above, below. What is that? What, I don't remember the saying. Never mind. It's like what is above, so it's below. I don't know. But that's really what it is. Like the pyramids are said to have like an inverted pyramid underneath because it has to express itself subconsciously or consciously. So this is the Knight of Wands. So again, I mean, this is making perfect sense. The Knight of Wands is all about taking action on a creative idea, on just movement, creativity, enterprise, business, something that you're passionate about. And with the Ace of Wands reversed, like consciously above you, it's saying like you're putting it off, and it's something that really wants to be expressed. And when the universe wants you to express something, if you don't, you won't even get to choose. It'll find the way. Like it'll make you get fired from your job, or get you in a car accident where you can't go to work anymore and you have to work on it. I mean, and the universe doesn't mess around, and it doesn't ask. It's just like, all right, if you're not going to do it, I'll do it for you. The universe is a butthole that way. You know this. We all know this. Okay, so your near future, though, this is great. This is such a good card. Scorpio, y'all are kind of badasses. You're like these deep wells of emotion, and you have so much depth to you all the time. And emotion is so powerful, and people don't realize this. And that's why that's why you guys are such powerful people, because you understand your own emotions, you understand other people's emotions, and you use that power. It's like the receptive power. I think it's great, and it's completely overlooked, and that's why you guys don't say anything. You just use your power wisely. You let other people talk. You listen. You see what people have to say. But your near future is the Nine of Cups. So I feel like this is your near future. I really kind of feel like this is your near future no matter what, which I don't know if that's good or bad. But the near future is the Nine of Cups, which is, they call this like the wish fulfilled card. This is emotional independence, emotional stability. And I just friggin' said that about you guys. Like, y'all have your shit down. It's like, I use an analogy of Scorpios like a lake, like a really deep lake. So you can like take a rock and skip a stone like on the lake, and you see all like the ripples, but like deep down in the lake, like it's still, it's unmoved. It's not reacting to all this stuff, because Scorpios are usually, you guys can be like secretive and quiet about what you have going on. So you have this really rich emotional life, and people don't always know this. So when you are taken out of a situation, of a relationship or a group, you guys really just have all this depth to you. A lot of people, a lot of other signs will give out all their energy and emotion to other people, but you guys keep yours close to the chest. So when you guys are on your own, it's not this crazy, like jarring experience like it is from a lot of the other signs. So this is emotional security. And to me, this is more of a virtue than financial security, because finances come and go, but emotional security will get you to these places. Like, it'll get you to places of growth. It'll get you to meet people. You can make lots of money if you're an emotionally stable person, because people want to be around you. You have enough for yourself. You have enough to give. It's a very attractive quality. So, okay, your self-image, wow. Okay, so I can't make this stuff up. Your self-image, like how you see yourself, is the world. This is the last card in the major arcana. It's like the tarot is the fool's journey through the major arcana cards, and this is the last card, 21. The world, completion of a cycle. So I think you know what decision you need to make. Like you feel like you've completed a cycle in your life and you're ready to start something new, but you're just dragging your feet right now. And it's saying like it's okay to complete something and then just kind of bask in it for a minute. Because usually we complete a cycle, we're finished with something, and then we want to we celebrate it for 2 seconds, and then we immediately go to the next thing. This is saying, you know, when chapters end in your life, of course they're not always happy, they're not always sad, but it deserves a moment of recognition and acknowledgement of what you've created and what's coming to an end. So definitely acknowledge that, which I don't really feel like I need to tell you guys that. You guys are really good with dealing with your emotions and not repressing them, even if you do it privately a lot of times. But I mean, again, Scorpios, I love you, but sometimes it is best if you can be a little bit more open with the close people in your life, you know. It's hard though. I need a drink. You want to see what I'm drinking? Don't make fun. My roommate got this for me. It's icy. I freaking love these. I was like, what? Hold on. I need to be on a diet, but this is not gonna get me there. He's like, I have moonshine in the refrigerator. I'm like, what? Who has moonshine? He's like, you should put it in an icy. I was like, ooh, that actually sounds kind of delicious. I didn't, don't worry. I'm not all wasted. But I'm considering doing it maybe after this video. Be like, what's going on? Be like, I'm all drunk off an icy. Anyway, moving on. So, okay, your environment. I have the King of Pentacles. I like this card. This is cool. It's cool. I like that there's a little wolf because I like dogs. I got my little dog over here. He's a sweet angel prince. Even though he's bitten me in the face more than one time. Just putting that out there. Okay, so King of Pentacles is like, this is financial stability. This is your environment card. So I don't know if this means like, I feel like you're in a really financially stable environment. So I think that is a big reason why you are hesitating to leave, whether it be a career or a relationship, a person, a family, a home, whatever. I mean, before I got a divorce, me and my husband bought this house. This huge house in like Owasso, Oklahoma, and that's why, right? I'm in Tulsa right now. I'm trying to find a fun spot to move. So if anyone knows any cool places that you think I would enjoy, drop in the comments, please. I'm taking applications. Anyways, so we bought this house, and I mean, it was so big, and it had a great yard, and it was a great house, and we got such a good deal on it. It's like, we could not have sold that house and then gotten anything even similar to it for like, even for any kind of decent price. So we're living in this badass house in this really boring neighborhood with lots of religious people. And if we sold it, we were gonna have to move, like really make concessions on our next place. Like we'd live in like a shack. It's kind of like that energy. That's kind of what I feel. Okay, but I did use the King of Solomon deck for signifier. So let me check this out. It's 22. 22 is kind of an ominous number a little bit, but it's also a master number in numerology. I really love this deck. It's so insightful in my opinion. So, outside influences that are not under your control bring change. Ooh, someone using magical knowledge to influence a situation, casting a spell, or directing an evil eye on someone. Obstructions and delays as a result of black magic. Lack of success, low energy, sickness, damages inflicted by illogical sources, positive developments, comes to a sudden halt for no apparent reason. Nothing goes right. If a person says an adept at witchcraft or magic, someone you must be careful around, a jealous person who casts the evil eye, someone employed to achieve a certain purpose. Advice: consult an expert on removal of an evil eye or spells. Be careful not to brag in public. Create defense for yourself. Wow, that was not super positive, was it? Well, it's saying in your environment, and now because of that card, I'm going to read this as a person. This energy is of somebody financially stable. So this could, I'm going to say this is going to be person you're in a relationship with or your boss, and they do not want you to leave a situation, and they are using financial control and manipulation. I don't know about the evil eye and the magic. It's very possible. I don't know if you run in a circle with people that are into that stuff. We don't always know. Just saying. Some people are very, very, very covert about it. But regardless, I do feel like there's somebody in your environment at this point that does not want you to make this decision to leave this situation. They don't want you to move on. So obviously it's somebody that doesn't want the best for you. And they may love you, but they love you in a selfish way where they want you to stay where you're at and not be happy or grow or move on, which sadly that happens. So that's suck ass. But anyways, your advice, this is so crazy, is the Two of Cups. Because I'm looking at your outcome card, this makes more sense. The Two of Cups is like true love, union, divine love. And this is like your advice card, because your outcome card is Judgment. And this has always been one of my like rival cards, this bane of my existence. Now this card has always been kind of hard for me to interpret, and I believe that the cards that are hard for tarot readers to interpret are cards that they really need to know about. So I think that was probably why. But Judgment is about, see how like her spirit, her soul is like kind of leaving her body or whatever. This is about true judgment. It's not about just like, did you see what she was wearing? What? This is about like judgment, real judgment, the judgment that you get from God or the universe or your higher self. Because when we pass from this life and we're going to be connected again to the source or the higher self or the universe or God or whatever. And then you will get to look back and be like, okay, did I do what I wanted to do? Was I the person I wanted to be? Like that kind of judgment. And it's saying that you don't need to have like a near-death experience to have that, but you really need to look inside. And this is one of those times where this decision needs you to make that decision. This decision calls for that kind of evaluation, that kind of self-evaluation and that self-awareness. Like, am I the person that I wanted to be? Am I doing what I wanted to do? Am I contributing what I feel like I should contribute? Am I the person that I wanted to be, that I can be? And you need to make your decisions from there, because sometimes we get to certain choice points. And I feel like, Scorpio, for you guys, you are at a choice point, and we don't always we have like a choice point where we can switch paths, and we're not always set up in our lives that we can just kind of switch paths. And this is a time, so you don't want to miss this opportunity if there's something more for you out there. I'm not saying for you to leave your situation, because that's something only you can know. And if you want to work out your situation and you think there are good things and you can work things out in a harmonious way for you and everyone involved, I think you absolutely should. But to me, this energy is like you're needing to make a change. And it's really hard because you're rooted in something that's been going on for a long time, a lot of financial stability. You have people that, count on you and are obviously maybe making you feel guilty about making this decision for yourself, but you can't. You have to put yourself first, because you can't save somebody else from drowning if you are drowning as well. Like, you guys are good about making sure that you have enough, filling yourself up emotionally and intellectually and physically, and making sure you're taken care of, because you can't really be good for other people if you're depleted. And people don't understand that. So putting yourself first, and self-care is different than being a selfish bastard. You know what I mean? Like, not saying like, oh, I don't care about you, or not taking care of your kids. I mean, people will say that kind of stuff. They're like, so you're saying I shouldn't take care of my kids? It's like, of course I'm not, you freaking jackass. Putting yourself first means, making sure you have enough rest, exercising, eating right, taking time for you to do things that you like to do, like scheduling that shit out. Like, you can tell, and when you show the people in your life, your kids, your spouse, like, hey, I'm going to take time out for myself because I need to do this and I deserve this, that's going to show them. And when they get older, that's what they're going to model. They're not going to like give everything they have and deplete themselves for everyone around them until they don't have anything left. They're going to look to your example, and so you'll be setting a good example for other people, and you deserve it. Self-care is super important. And doing that is going to make you a better husband or a better wife or a better parent, a better friend, a better sister or brother, a better member of your community, a better employee, a better boss. So it's good. It's not selfish at all, actually. And then I pulled a clarity card, which is from my King Solomon deck, which I love. It's a 26. So 8. Let me see. I don't have these cards memorized, but oh my god, I really, 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 really resonate with this deck so much. Okay, so Situation, being incapable of seeing your situation and surroundings clearly. You aren't living in reality. Someone could have taken advantage of you. You're being misled and deluded. You're not able to tell the difference between fantasy and reality, unrealistic hopes, hallucinations, or daydreams. Creativity that necessitates a superb imagination. Drug use, a dream state. As a person, a dreamer, someone who flies too high on the wings of imagination, someone who lives in a distorted reality and doesn't fit into society's norms, someone who could get crushed as a result of false hopes that are much too high, someone whose words should be taken with a grain of salt. Advice, creative solution is needed for the problem confronting you. Wait and let someone with a clearer vision handle things for you till your judgment improves. Wow, again, that card kind of sucked. I'm going to pull another clarity card. But, okay, so that to me would maybe say that maybe you should go to a trusted friend that has your best interest at heart and kind of ask them for advice on the situation, because you don't want to leave a situation if it's going to be dangerous or it's going to set you up for something bad to happen. Sometimes you have to kind of like play things out. Okay, I have the Six of Pentacles. And this is saying like, this is a card of charity. So either someone's going to give to you or you're going to give to somebody else. But I think in this position, this is saying that people tend to give you sob stories and you feel bad and you overgive. So that would, and the High Priestess is saying use your intuition. This is a card of secrets. You guys know what you're doing. You guys know how to keep secrets. Use your intuition, because I feel someone might be trying to lead you astray. Someone really doesn't want you to leave the situation. And I feel like they might be pulling the wool over your eyes. They might be trying to deceive you. So since you're not going to you may not be getting all the information you need, you really are going to need to lean on your intuition, because I feel like it's not going to be given to you verbally. Temperance, balance. Be balanced. This is like masculine and feminine. Embody both those energies. This is stay grounded and practical, but keep an open mind. Keep a connection to the ethereal, to your intuition. That's really important. You don't want to get too logical, but you don't want to be too like far off in space. Hierophant, tradition. So this is all about tradition, status quo, and commitment. So I feel like the person that you're, whoa, this is terrible right now. So this is like you being stressed out. Hold on, my dog's barking. So this is you being, he doesn't want you guys to be stressed out. Give me a second. Yeah, he's a guard dog. This is you guys being stressed out, feeling heartbreak, over fighting and bickering, lack of clarity. Wow. But stability eventually when you walk away from something. I don't know. I feel like you have some negative influences in your life. I do. I feel like you need to be careful of that, and you need to find some trusted confidants that you know are trustworthy, that have your best interest, that you can bounce some of these ideas off of what to do. I hope that helped, Scorpio, and I will see you in September.